how's it going? It's been a while. Has been a while since the last time. Let me share the screen. Give me 1 second. Screen. There we go. Got it. Hey Brandon, how's it going? How's it? Let's see here. Hey, hola Mario. Hola, hola. Let's see. Okay, so this is the end of the year outlook, let's say. So gonna prepare for the, let's do this from scratch. Type black, maybe this one. Not this one. Okay, let's do this one. Let's do it here. Okay. Okay, now we're talking. Okay, so let's have an outlook for the rest of the year for GJ. Yeah, this looks nice. GJ, gold, and then we're gonna be done. So this is just we are about, I mean, we're 9 a.m. so we finally officially closed the 4-hour candle on gold. Looks bullish. We might be preparing to reach to 1778, and but this is a strong area, so that is if we finally break this thing here. Let's start from scratch. So we have the monthly on gold, and the monthly is still not looking so good. We have a clear bearish, this consolidating, but it's the monthly looks more bearish than anything because of this. So now we should be having a, if we break below this level, which is here on the monthly, this is around 1759, literally 1759 actually. If we break that level, we most likely gonna have a drive down to obviously this level here, 1746, and then next level around this area here. So that's what it looks like for now. Gold on the monthly, major wick up and closing down. Now we started the month, we already have a bigger wick on the up end of the candle. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Hey Sander and Edwin, hey, how's it going, bro? So this is gold right now. We can actually do this now that I think about it. Yeah. So you look at this, we have quite an interesting thing going on here, around here. Let me see which one works the best. Looks like this one. Oh wow, okay. So we have one here. We have one that worked here, and we have a the one coming down, which is also interesting. Okay, so this is what we're dealing with, and a major area here, major, and I mean like, look at this. Look at this. This level is golden gold level. Let's do this. This is a major level. And so what we're gonna have here, I'm gonna erase all of this. This is not useful anymore. So this is what we have here. We have the level that we just mentioned here. We're gonna go to the weekly. Now we're gonna have more information. So let's move on quickly on this. Yeah, so looks like the level is actually here, but now we are struggling. Okay, so this is even looking better now. On the weekly, we do have a on the weekly we also have some sort of a trend line going on here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's actually quite useful. Actually, and the daily maybe it's clearer for anybody, and then I'm gonna draw it on the daily. You can see it there now, right? Here. So we have a clean kind of like a trend line going on here. And so this is a consolidation area. Actually on Sunday, I was doing like a breakdown, and I said that this area was most likely gonna be a big issue, especially because if you do this, if you do this and you do this and connect only the dots, you're gonna notice here that we broke and retested already, and this is a major zone here, all of this. So on the daily and weekly, that price level here is a really important level here. Let me point it as precise as possible. Most likely it's gonna be 88. Yeah, 88. Okay, so this is a major level here. We have to draw it here, and then we have this major level here too. We already rejected here twice. This is the weekly. So we are, as you can see, we are clearly consolidating within these ranges, and we are at the bottom of the range for now. What it looks like is like the pressure on gold is bearish, and that like I mentioned on the monthly, I think it was, if we break below this level again, looks like we most likely gonna drive down to here. This is the week level, and this is the other week level, but I would actually expect gold to just drive down all the way down now. Like if we break below, we have a small level here that we can see quite clear from this the body candles, but then this is the final destination. So on the final destination, we have this whole range here, and if you go by the wicks, like I have said many times, even though this is kind of like the middle of the level, the limits of the levels are down below here, so they are quite like around 1750 area. So this would be the very extreme of the whole thing here. So this is what I would be pointing out. So 1751 would be the kind of like the extreme level area zone if we fall, that I would be expecting. Actually, I think on the weekly, yeah, on the weekly you could see it right here. You see even this week came here. So we have all of this here. People on YouTube, I don't know if you guys can hear like music, because I'm testing the music stuff. I don't know if it is too loud. Let me know. This you know, free music stuff. I don't know. On Zoom I cannot do it, because Zoom has an issue that if I do it, then it eats up my voice. Okay, so the pressure is bearish. Normal, Leo. Okay, Leo, is it like, can you hear it, or is it too high, too low? I don't know. Sandra, are you here? Oh, no. Oh, you don't hear any music. Oh, that's good. Interesting. So let me go here. Can you listen to it now? I mean, I'm testing here live. Maybe there. Okay, let me test something here too. Camera. I think this is the camera that I was looking for. I'm gonna test that later. So I do have a. Okay, so let's continue with the whole breakdown. Okay, so now we have the level here on the monthly. So, oh, this is the other thing. So we already have this going on here, right? We already have the tap, break, retest. So we accomplished the retest. So that's good information for the future, because that means is that now we have, let's say, the pricing that the big guys wanted maybe to continue driving down the price. Okay, so that's good information. The other thing is we have a level to break. Once we break it, probabilities dictates we most likely gonna visit here, and then we're gonna visit here. So now we know that on the higher time frame, we're gonna go down to 4 hour. So what we would be expecting on the 4 hour is now we have a consolidation here, but not only that, we also have a good level here. Because if you notice, we just tapped here, we just, the whole structure was rejected here, and even when we wanted to break here, you notice it needed liquidity just to break down, even though it just came all the way up. So all of that is useful. Actually, I can adjust this now. It makes more sense like this, you see. This is interesting. I'm actually liking more and more the way this looks, and I think it's kind of like this. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. I like it more and more. This is looking even better. Okay, now we have it here. So, okay, got it here. Okay, so this is what we have. We have a, so let's draw these red zones. Let's look for the red zone. So we have a red zone here. Red zone is like the daily level, right? We have a whole structure here, rejecting. We have daily here, and we have here, this is a major zone. It's also a weekly. Still, I'm gonna place it like a red thing, and now we're gonna draw the mid levels, let's say. So this is what I would be expecting. We do have yeah, Andres, we do have FOMC. So this is at 2, right? 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Yeah, 2 p.m. Okay, so this is what we're gonna be looking at. We have the 4 hour here, clean thing here. We have the daily. Okay, so this is a intermediate level, but it's also a strong level. So I would actually be expecting. Let me do this. 78.5 maybe. Yeah, it is. Okay, so this is what I would be expecting. We can see now that we broke below, we broke the whole 4 hour structure, right? So what do we need for 4 hours to continue going down? We have two scenarios if we want to continue going down. We either gonna do this, let me just draw this. We're either gonna go here, most likely. As you can see, this is an area that already supported the price really well here, and even created a rejection here. And even here, you had many wicks coming to the same area, meaning this is a strong intermediate level for what we're looking for. So either we're gonna visit here for FOMC, and if we see a rejection from price from here, most likely this is the pricing that the big guys wanted. Maybe they wanted better pricing to continue going down, and then we might see a continuation like we were talking about, and whatever, you know. So I would actually expect FOMC to maybe look for a better pricing here, and then if I see a rejection here, I'm gonna go sales, and that would be maybe even a swing trade, right? For the rest of the year, because if you can see this, so let me clear the whole thing now. So now we have this. If we have the rejection here, so this is the red zone, but actually we have a, I said this was a daily, right? Yeah, this was a daily, but it's not a range daily. Oh, it was in the past, but not so much, because now we're below the level. So now, since we already are here, tapping here, this becomes the intermediate level. This is the weekly, but this is still a strong level. So what we're gonna do with this one is, but then we have wicks coming all the way up. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, so based on what this is only what I'm about to do is something I already created a video for it. So if you don't get what I'm about to do, it doesn't make a lot of sense. But if you see the video about elastic zones, you're gonna understand what I'm about to do. Okay, so this just takes a little bit of practice. You see the limit of the wick coming all the way from below, and you also see here price visiting all the structure all the way up here. So what I'm about to do is I'm gonna go to the extreme of the wick here, you see, and this will be my area of interest for the future. Okay, this will be, because this is the limit. If you notice here, this is pretty much like the limit of the intermediate area. Also, it actually makes sense with the bottom limit structure here. Okay, so let me go see if 4 hour makes sense, and actually it makes sense. You see, even higher. So it actually makes sense. You see here, and look at this. This is perfect. So now we have the area that we're looking for. This is tricky, but if you want more kind of like more information on what I just did, just go to the video that I recorded, like I don't know how long ago, about elastic zone. So this is the limit that I'm looking for. So for FOMC, now we have the 4 hour zone that we might be looking for. So we have between this level and this level. So the cool thing about it is gold actually likes to retrace a lot before continuing going in a direction. So this would make sense, because if you look at this retracement would be a really healthy one to continue coming down. Okay, so and also, like, even if you look at it from the Fibonacci perspective, I always kind of like try to see it from all the angles from anybody that trades anything. You see, if you draw Fibonacci's, you're gonna notice this is the the golden pocket, 61.8 area for anybody that likes Fibs. I don't use Fibs, I just do structures, but just in case you like that. So this is what we have. We have an area where we're gonna be looking for sales. So now this is the level, and it is a round level now that I see it. I think it is too. It is 1782. Yeah, you see. So now that we have the level, now we know what to expect and what to do. I mean, I know what to do. I don't know. You guys should do whatever you're supposed to do on your trading plan. This level looks to be 88. It is, and this one down below here might be something around. Is it 15 maybe? Something like that. Okay, so now we have the zone where most likely I'm gonna be looking for sales. Probabilities for sales if we reject here, are really high. Okay, so that's all I can say. Obviously, we have intermediate levels in the middle. We have this kind of thing going on. So I already know that we might have either the rejection might happen here or might happen here. I would prefer it to be here because this is the deepest retracement that makes sense. Once we get inside this whole area inside here, then it gets a little bit trickier. So because then I don't know if now we're gonna continue going up, even though this is not the break of the structure if we get inside of here, but it doesn't make a lot of sense if I look back. So this is the area that I'm interested, period. Okay, so now we're gonna go for the 1 hour. So FOMC most likely is gonna be around here, 14 hours here. Okay, so now that we have the 14 hours marked, this is the area where we should either be around here. So if FOMC happens and we're still kind of like bullshitting around here, which is kind of like happening right now, we might see a wick visit here, or even like a price drive up. So this is what I would be expecting. If the FOMC drives price really fast up to this area, and I see anything closing below here, I will go for a sell. So because that would mean we have reached wicks. And the cool thing about it, because it is news, most likely this is the only time that if I see price driving inside of here but still closing below here, it's even it's an even better sell. Okay, so that's regardless of what the news is about, you know. Like I say, when the big guys have a plan, when the big guys create a plan, it's long term. They look at the monthly, they look at the weekly, they look at the daily, and they just look for better pricing. You know, people call it order blocks. You can call it whatever you want, and demand and supply zone, whatever. Hey, Bessel, how's it going, bro? Rafael, Mario, how's it going, everybody? And so that's it. That's what I'm looking for. I'm still, so let's say that I'm quote unquote kind of expecting a break above here to visit all of this area maybe and see what's gonna happen either here or here. Actually, this level, let's mark it a little bit better just in case, so we have a better maybe this is a 5, maybe, yeah, that's okay. So this is the area that we're looking for with a potential rejection here. Now, that's for sales, grabbing liquidity. Now, what if we just come down from this area, which is, because this is a good area too. As we can see, we have been consolidating here. So we actually can do a strong area here on the 4 hour, right? So what if we just grabbed all the pricing here? Okay, so that's actually even simpler. If we break below this level yet again, now probabilities are gonna go for this and then continue coming down here. I don't even know what the heck did I draw, or why did I drew that level. What is this? Was that like a daily? Oh, it was a daily. Okay, I didn't know what was going on. Yeah, but I don't like this. So that daily is you know, so yeah, but it is a level, so we have to draw it. I think this is 60. This is a round level. Yeah, it is. Look at this. Okay, so that's an intermediate level. Okay, so this is a tricky gold situation, right? Because we have a lot of consolidation. This is December, end of the year, not a lot of volume. So most likely we have to see what the big guys maybe are looking for, and the big guys, it would seem like they're looking for sales if we break below here. So if they were looking for sales and they had grabbed all of these orders here, then we would expect what I just said, last visit here, grab people thinking that we're gonna go for buys and then continue the rest of the year dropping. So that would be kind of like the long-term play here, most likely. And it's, yeah, look at this, December, the whole month on like just straight line, you know. So that's why also you try to not to trade a lot in December, because you can clearly see the difference within a month, right? This is December, and this is between here and here. You look at the other months, and we have structures, we have corrections, we have movement, we have a lot of things going on, but you have December. What is this? September. Okay, that's interesting. Can we expect volume to return in January? For sure, yeah. Yeah. So whenever guys, so the cool thing about trading is that whenever, oh, actually, let me see something. I wanted to make sure. Oh, there we go. Wait, because I'm looking at if GJ wants to just finish the move here. So let's go to GJ. Oh, look at this. The 1 hour. Look at this. It's looking very, very interesting. And this here on the 1 hour. Oh, nice. Okay. So this is a strong zone, like we said, and just to finish this thing on gold, look at this. So if we revisit here, if like we say, if we're not gonna visit here the levels. Oh, wait, this is not the same drawing. I'm sorry, this is my old drawing. It's just that I just redid the whole thing kind of clean right here. Oh, look at that. So I had a different drawing. This is interesting. You guys saw I had a different drawing. I just noticed that I connected here. That's why I saw that happening. Well, I mean, I like this one too. So let's leave it at that. GJ, so this is a long-term view. Let's do this again. I actually shared this on my Instagram when it happened. I already said that I was gonna buy here, and as you can see, I actually bought here around here, and I had it running, and this one came down and took me out, and haven't been in because I haven't been trading a lot lately. This still a buy zone. This is what it says in Spanish, and let's redraw the whole thing. There we go. Okay, so look at this. This is quite a... I explained this. I'm going to do it again because I think this is important. Whenever you see this, so let's go to GJ. This is what we're looking for. Let me actually redo the whole thing here. So whenever you see this, I remember when this was happening, this is what I was sharing about this zone. If you come to the weekly, you're going to notice something. You're going to notice that this here is a major area around here, right? But whenever you see this on any structure, any pricing, usually the probabilities for price to break on a single candle are really low. Because if you look at this, this is every candle is a week, right? So whenever you see a structure on the weekly bouncing out of a zone so strongly like this is like one in this. So this is a really rare opportunity for buys, is what I'm saying. Whenever you get something like this, because this is such a great high probability zone for buys that and whenever you meet with this, you can actually, and this is just this is not you're not gonna get this every time, is what I'm trying to say, because this is so clean and clear that it's kind of like giving money away. That's when I say that the markets are kind of giving money away. So but the only thing you have to be careful, gold falling before 630, 600. What is that? Is that a time? Is that a time? Before open. Oh, 9:30. Yeah, gold looks like wants to visit there before the 9:30 thing. Let's Yeah, I'm in New York time, so yeah. This is a bullshit area right now, and there's not much we can do around here, other than see if we're gonna break here or here. What is gonna? Okay, so GJ, this is a beautiful, beautiful zone for buys. So the only thing that you have to keep in mind whenever you see this, I was talking about the weekly, is that you have to understand, or you have to make sure that you have the awareness of the limit of the zone. The limit is right here. The limit of the zone is right here. So if I were to draw this, this is how it would look like. So it's so wide that you have to be careful. So that's the cool thing about it, is you just need a rejection within any of these areas to take a buy. I'm talking about long-term trades, right? This is not scalping thing. Yeah, that is a rare opportunity on GJ to buy on the weekly. You are correct. Yeah. So exactly. So this is really rare zone. That, as you can see, it just kind of like one, two, three, four, five, and this was so within like 5 times in 1 year, you're gonna have this rare opportunity to just buy an area that you just need like a small confirmation. You go for it. Okay, so now that we know that this is the limit, now we can kind of come back to this, because this is actually looks doesn't look so nice. So now it looks nicer here. And now we go to the daily. So now what is going on with the weekly? The weekly is coming down clearly, right? And then we have a structure. We have a low, we have a high, we have a low, and what would it? We are expecting what? Now we're expecting a visit to either this level. So if we look left, then we find that we have here a level on the weekly, and that level was had a visit here and had a visit all of this, and even here, even though it was kind of like a fake out, right? So what can we expect from GJ? GJ has to remember this is a weekly candle, so this is a level for day trade around the week. So we go to the daily to see if things make sense. Now we have a clear path coming up. So now we have here a level on the daily. You see here support, a lot of liquidity and continuation. So when we look left, it's a little bit messy, but you can spot it here. We have a level here, we have a wick here, but most likely now this week, most likely, I mean, just the probabilities of it are that we are finally gonna break above it, above the wick, and look left. Wow, this is really a messy area, right? Even here, you see here like a gap up, coming down. So this is the daily. Now, what we're gonna do, if we wanna be safe and you're like in a scalping trade, that you wanna take profits here if you're scalping this thing. And on the, let me do something here. We have a strong zone here, so we have to draw it because it became a little bit of a strong zone. We're gonna have to draw it here. It is a little bit strong, so we have to point that, and then we have to point that. So this is the area that I'm actually looking long term. This one here up, and you can see why clearly, because when you look left, the whole structure bounced out of this. This structure bounced out of here, rejected here. All of these candles were rejected here, and this twice bounced from here, then to come down. So that's a very strong area here on the daily. Whenever you see the red zone, it means there's a stronger area, let's say. So now we're breaking above. So what we would expect from GJ is we already tapped a very important level. Most likely we're gonna visit here, and from here, whenever you see left, when we're coming up, whenever we break above here, you see that we already end up here. So this is not it's not so difficult to notice that most likely if we finally break this wick, most likely we're gonna visit here, right? So that's the probabilities of it. And would it make sense is the next question. Yeah, I think it would make sense, because if we draw a straight line, this is actually quite the clean downtrend being drawn on the daily, right? Quite clean. Look at this. So we either reject here, actually makes sense with the candles, with the downtrend. We either reject here or we either reject here. And I would not be surprised if we visit here and we still come down, because even a daily can be like a big wick coming up and then kind of close below this. So still, as you can see, we're bearish. So that's the reality. Even though the daily is flipping bullish. Daily flipped bullish. We just did this, consolidated support, and now we're breaking above here. Now we just need that closure. But it would be really rare. So the probabilities of this daily to flip are really low. But if this flips and all of this becomes a wick and it flips on the daily, it's a really good sell from here to down to the area again here. Just keep that in mind. So that would be GJ. And the other thing would be what? Wait. Oh, because we already opened the market. Yeah, look at this. So on GJ, let's go on the 930. Yeah, this rejection here kind of looks like it's gonna be valid. Look at this, 1, 2, 3. If we break below this wick, looks like we're gonna visit again here. Oh, look at that. Okay, so let's go to the scalping. Yeah, let's go to the scalping charts now. Black means scalping for me, right? If you haven't noticed. So we have a level here, and now we're becoming kind of like a level here on the 4 hour. We have 4 hour here, we have 4 hour here, you see. But if we look coming down, when price is coming down, yeah, you know what? Let's go to the 30 minute. Let's go to the 1 hour. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. It's actually beautiful. So I think we're sales now, for sure. As we close below this, we're sales. Look at this, a lot of consolidation. We need to visit here. I mean, makes sense to visit here. So we have two options. We do not have a big range, so that's the only thing that I don't like, right? We do not. So either we take the sale right now at the break, or we wait for the candle to close below, kind of like do this. But then we don't have, because now we have volume, right? So let me see how big is this. Yeah, this is not big. This is not big enough, but we have space to come down. So this is the other thing. We have a 4 hour level around, let me see. Wow, this is really a mess. But I would say that we could even visit here, or at least here, to grab liquidity. So yeah, this is a sell. I'm gonna take an entry here. And let's see how we go. Oh, right away, as I entered right there, he just moved. Nice, like it. Okay, let's see how we do now. Let's watch pricing. So I entered and he just moved as I entered, literally. I think I'm gonna grab TP here and let it runner. Maybe go all the way down to here. Oh wow, that was quick. No drawdown. Shit. I was not expecting I was gonna scalp, but it was too beautiful. So yeah, cannot miss that. No drawdown. Come on. Come on, GJ. Okay, Nice. Okay, so I took a loss this morning with Raja. Everybody watching the stream noticed. I said what I did. I mean, I mentioned what I did, and I don't care. I really don't care to lose in public and to win in public. That's one thing. And now looks like we are actually nice. Okay, so I'm actually getting my money back now. There we go. 69. What is this? Gotcha. Yeah, this is too beautiful. I mean, just the break of it, everything was perfect. Nice. Nice, Bezo. A pro. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I was kind of like I missed. Like, if I waited just 2 seconds more, I would have been like the entry would have been like here, because when I entered, it literally did this, like up. Then I entered, and it just did this, boom, which is perfect for me, you know. But I almost missed a better entry, but I got it really nicely. Gonna take profit here and just break even and move along. And oh my, okay guys, we have a winner. I just need the woohoo, come on. Funny how when we say, oh, trading, you know, not emotional, don't mix emotions, but as soon as you're winning, you're woohoo. Gotta enjoy the winners. There we go, taking profits here and TP, and we're done, man. I'm letting runners from this moment on. There we go. Took profits, letting the runners run, and that's it for today, guys. Oh my, oh my. Loving this. Okay, so TP here already. It was not here, TP was here. And as you can see, a little bit higher than 1-to-1. Now we're leaving runners. So let's see how big of a drop it could be. So the runner could come all the way down to this area, which is good for us, right? So I'm gonna leave a runner all the way up to down to here. I'm gonna take final TP around here. Not a bad thing. Oh, there we go. This makes sense. Oh, wow. This is nice. Oh, by the way, let me open the camera. Let me see. Wait. I think in YouTube people can see this, but let me see if I can open the camera here. Maybe. I just have to unplug this thing here. Cancel. Camera. Cancel. And what is this? Oh, that's weird. Brio. Start video. Why is Brio not working? Camera. Let me erase this thing. Remove. Yes. Stop using my camera, man. Yeah, so I noticed that when I'm streaming, So the OBS takes kind of like the privilege on my camera, and so it doesn't let me kind of do the zoom camera. So now I'm kind of like gotta figure that one out for sure. Oh, look at you guys! We just got this drop like beautiful. Jeez, beautiful, beautiful. Bro, I got late and still 12 pips. Yeah, this is a nice drop. Nice, nice, nice drop. So I guess everybody knows why this was a sell, or if not, I mean we can explain it. But I'm guessing this is not a difficult one, right? The this let me draw it. Okay, so you do this, and you can see clearly what happened. And you do this, move this. Oh, so this is a cool thing. You notice this was a 4-hour zone. Usually 4-hour zones have within the zones 30-minute zones within the zone, meaning the limits of the 4-hour usually are 30 minutes. I don't know if you guys, it pretty much works for every time frame. So the bounce area of the whole 4-hour zone usually are 30-minute zones or 1 hours. You can either, either way. Meaning that the whole zone reaction was this, within this bounce on the 30-minute. Which makes sense that when we break here, we just gonna drop. The reason why I took the sell mainly was because when you go to the 30-minute, you notice that we already grabbed liquidity here many times, and this is the 930. So if we're gonna break below this level, it's not gonna hold, and we're coming down more and more and more. Beautiful. Actually, let's see. Let me just share this on my Instagram like I always do, right? Gotta flex. Ok, so Instagram. Aquí estamos, la tomamos en vivo. Estamos aquí, mi amigo Besal y todo el mundo on the stream. And this is YouTube here streaming. We took this sale and there we go. We're live. We're flexing here. Besal took the entry too. And I just took profits here. Took profits here. Now this is a runner. And that's it. Okay, so Instagram. Gotcha. Beautiful. Okay. Hey guys, this is a nice thing. Gonna let it run. I mean, I don't have any rush. This is a runner, so I don't care from this moment on. This is a runner. So okay, so let's see where we're gonna get with this. So let's continue looking at other pricing. Hey, nice, Rafael. Okay, so I should have went full. Yeah, right. ¿Cuál es tu IG, Luis? Luis, you don't have my IG. Oh, interesting. Okay, so my IG is. I have two. So for pure trading, is this education, pure trading, just trading only, right? And personal IG is this one. This is like anything, pretty much anything. That's it. Now I don't know how to move the thing here. Okay, oh shit. Okay, I mean, there you go. Hey, oh, we're gonna, oh nice. We are about to hit TP on the runner too, man. Okay. Feel like compelled to leave the runner even open even for more. Like I feel compelled to leave it up to here now. Greedy. I feel compelled to leave it all the way down to here. Because this is a zone. I want to be greedy with this one because it's a runner. No. Let's see if we get something like this. This is dropping like a hammer. Was there any news? No, this is not news. This is just this is liquidity. It's I mean, not that I know, not that I noticed. Oh, this runner is kind of looking better and better. You know what? I'm gonna take my thing here and I think call it a day now. Because this was supposed to be, yeah, this is a marathon for sure, and this is a scalping entry. I mean, this was not supposed to move that way, but that's why I gotta love runners. You know what? I'm just a few pips away from my final TP, so I'm closing around. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go shit. Oh, it's gonna hit. Oh, nice. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I like this profit. I like this profit. I'm gonna just close here. I'm done. I'm done here, right here. It's okay. He can drop more. I'm okay with this. Close right there. I mean, he can continue dropping. I grabbed everything I wanted. And I think we're done for today. I mean, I am done for today. Yeah. You know why? Because we are only like, so this is a thing that I always do. If I feel like this is the level and we're just what, 5 pips away, why risk it if we run all the way from here to here, So now I have more to lose if it just rejects from here. So even though probabilities are there for this to meet this level, I'm taking here. And Vessel also closed. So yeah. I'm quite satisfied. It was a great day. Quite satisfied with this freaking move. Hey, Sander is here too. Oh, Sander in the house. Okay, so we have the whole gang here. Sander and Basil. There we go, man. I mean, shit. I mean, now we can talk about anything. We're done. Yeah, we grabbed it like it was hot. It was like literally the decision was made within like I don't know what you say, guys. It was like 2 minutes decision.
It was, I mean, with those bad retail sales number, I expected this to happen, but I was cooking and I had to go shower and everything. I come back to see GJ's drop like 30 pips from where I wanted it.
Yeah,
Hey,
this.
y'all caught it though.
Yeah, we got it, and it was one of those trades that you take because you already your brain already recognized it. It was not because we were analyzing it. Like literally, we were flipping. We came from we came from what? It was like gold that we were looking at. Yeah, it was no kind of like analysis. It was just like when we came here to 30 minute, and I saw this and it was like 9:30. I think it was we were talking Bessel and I about. He said 6:30. I said, oh, yeah, what are you talking about? Blah blah. We had a mix there. And when I saw this happening, I was like, hey guys, this looks like a drop. This looks like a.
Yeah.
And as we kind of so the price actually was flirting with this wick. When I saw that it flirt, like it literally moved a little bit below it and came a little bit up, that's when I said, you know what, we're gonna drop. And that's when I entered. I entered right there and took profits here, see this, and that's a runner. And we just took out the runner. I mean, I took the runner, Bessel took the runner in the same place.
DJ has done the similar move like 4 times already. If you go on like on the 4 hour to 1 hour, you can see it like it's happened 3, 4 times already in the same kind of area. It constantly fails to break the high right here. I just sent a chart in the Zoom chat. That was my analysis this morning, but yeah, I couldn't execute on it. But it's whatever.
What is that?
So
Giazo?
yeah, it's a tool I use to take screenshots with
Oh,
on my computer. Because I don't have a link to this chart. It's just on my computer. And
okay.
yeah, at the sales right there, you can see my confirmations with UK equities dropping, yen dropping, and most importantly, the weak USD retail sales data. And yeah, I missed it entirely, man. What a bummer.
Wait. This is a 1 hour chart. Okay.
Yeah, this is 1 hour. This was pre-NY, so you can see before the range even started forming, before it broke below 150.8, all of that.
Yeah. So the only tricky part for me, was this. So this is what was going on. I already noticed this area, you see, but it was not a strong area in the past. So that's the tricky part, right? The way that I adapt to this is I understand that you don't need a previous strong area for it to become a strong area in the present. So the only thing I need is a confirmation that it was an area. So I was not so excited about this being a resistance, but I also noticed that we had moved away like a lot, on the 4 hour. Actually, now this looks cleaner to come down here now. Like now that I look at it from
Yeah,
this chart. Oh shit.
I definitely think you can continue for today.
Yeah. I think the drop
But
has like a lot of space here now.
but it's like there's a lot of stuff going on in the market space. I'm sure everyone's aware. We got FOMC later on,
Yes.
and that's gonna like affect a lot because lately CPI has been high, PPI has been high, retail sales data from November has been actually weak, and that means that the American consumers, they can't buy stuff the way they usually like to for the holiday seasons, and that means a lot. It means the prices have gone up so much that people can shop, they can spend the way they want to, because the labor market is kind of strong. It's back to pre-pandemic levels. So I'm really expecting like something crazy to happen later on FOMC. Maybe the Feds announce rate hikes, maybe they announce tapering, or they at least give a timestamp of an idea of when all this is going to happen. But I think all this is really just a liquidity graph for what's coming later on. That's my opinion. Like you said, market makes excuses to grab a lower price than actually continue in the real wave. I definitely think that's what's happening. US 30, gold, pound, yen. All the strength that yen is gaining right now, it's gonna lose it if the Fed says something along the lines of, you know, market sucks, inflation is high, we're forced to react aggressively. The dollar's gonna go bullish immediately, and you're gonna see that across the entire market. So I'm just really waiting on that. So I'm not really stressing about these things.
Hmm. Well, I mean, I was saying I'm actually you can see I'm actually bearish on GJ from this area.
Oh yeah.
But we could actually visit this. So we can actually come all the way up to 152 area and still be bearish.
Yeah, definitely. Because we've dropped so much and still haven't had a real pullback in the higher time frame.
Exactly. I mean, so this is a tricky part. We have a so GJ is letting us know that this area, the level of 150, I think this is 600, around 600, actually it's lower. I mean, all the wicks are business. Okay, so it's 500. Let's say. Okay, yeah, that looks nice. GJ is letting us know that that pricing here on average is what kind of like the big guys are liking. So if and if, only if, we're gonna come back to this zone because maybe we want to break below, because this is such a strong zone that we were explaining earlier about we just have to go to the weekly.
Yeah.
And this is the buy zone that I kept saying even on Instagram, mainly like since they came down here. And this is the limit of it. Limit is around here. So the whole thing is this. This is the reaction area. So you buy anything inside here. Because probabilities, especially the first time we tapped into it, were like 90 to 10. I'm not even exaggerating. Like when we close the weekly here, the probabilities of this thing to bounce off here going up, even if it was not like a big move, but any move was like 90 to 10, just because of such a strong area.
Yeah, I wanted to leave buy limits down there, but I didn't have the balls. But literally every time we tapped it at 149, there was at least a 100 or 200 pip reaction. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, actually, I had a buy limit, but it was literally here. You know, it was too low, so I missed it. The only, but I did get like a buy around here, which by the way took me out. So you know, missed pretty much the move anyways. And honestly, because I wasn't trading that much the whole week. I mean, people notice that I have not been trading too much anyways. Um, the thing with this is we are at the end of the year. So for that, we go to the monthly and we just ask the question. Let's just drop the whole thing here. Ask the question, where would it make sense to end the year with GJ? Big picture, because this is what the big guys look at. They just look at a big picture, macro. They don't look at, you know, scalping, that's us. And so the big guys, I mean, this is me. This is my, based on all the videos I've watched from the guys that work with banks. Actually, at Sandra, I sent you a few of those guys. You notice this is people that have worked with banks. They only look at the big picture or the really small picture. Let's say they either do high frequency trading or they do like long term, you know, positions, let's say. So, or they do both. They don't waste time with the, so you get confused because now I was looking at the Slack group. I think it was yesterday or something, and I noticed somebody saying, "Oh, GJ looks like buys," and then like not even 30 minutes later, GJ looks like sells. I was like, "Oh yeah, you you're gonna go nuts if you go to the markets like that. You're literally guessing. You're gambling. You have to understand what's going on the higher time frame, right? So, where would it make sense to end the year here? That's the big question. Do we have enough space? So this is the next question. We are literally in the middle of the month, and it's looking like a doji. I have a question. Would it make sense for the next 15 days where people are in holidays to have enough volume to drop this and come down to here? I don't think so. I mean, it doesn't look like it. Because for this drop, you need volume. And we already are a doji. So we can look at previous behavior, and previous behavior will help a lot with the present behavior. It doesn't mean it's gonna be precise, it's not gonna be exact, it's just gonna give you a ballpark view. So what we do here is we go left and we see what happened here. When we go to the month, we go to the weekly, we see that the monthly, previous month it was November, it was, November was like here. So November we started here. So if you notice November to come all the way down to here, it literally just did this. So this was the monthly move. It was a candle that started just coming down and continued going down. If that happened within a month, and by the way, the liquidity grab for the structure happened on the closing of October. You see, which is interesting because now you have the liquidity at the end of the previous month, and I think, yeah, there we go. And look at this. So we see a pattern here. I don't know if you guys see it. The liquidity is being grabbed at the end of the previous month. Look at this. This is September. It grabbed the liquidity for the move, closing the month, so that the beginning of the month, it just moved. Same thing here. Grab the liquidity at the close of the month. You see the pattern? And then starting the month, we just moved. So what that means is if that's to be repeated, we might see that this was already the liquidity, and that we might just continue going a little bit up, and maybe end the year here. And that would make sense. Let me see. Yeah, around here.
With everything coming up, I definitely don't expect any break of 149. That wouldn't really make sense because everything right now is kind of pointing towards the market needs assistance and the Feds, or everyone's going to kind of react in a way that's going to push the market bullish. There's really nothing that I can possibly imagine, not even lockdowns, not even the new variant, nothing that can really push us below 149 on GJ. And plus, wait, let me see, can I draw on you?
Yeah, I have a question. Since you know way more than me on fundamentals, what do we need? You were kind of addressing it a little bit. What do we need for GJ to break below 149, which is a massive level?
Yeah.
What would have to happen on the fundamental level?
Well, on a fundamental level, first we're going to have to look at how strong is it really. As you can see, we've been holding this level since March this year. So about like 9 months consistently, we've been holding the same damn price as a demand price. So it needs to be something on that scale. So it's not going to happen overnight. The only really possible scenario that I see of breaking 149 is international lockdowns. It can't be something that just affects Japan or the UK. In this scenario, it really has to be something international that can drive us way past below this level. And that's really it. There's nothing really. I mean, unless the UK fails, and I don't know, even the Queen of England dying won't really affect the market that much. So it has to be something on an international scale. And that's the only thing I can imagine.
So
Especially when it comes to disappointment.
lockdowns would not make it move below here.
I mean, no, not really.
Nothing that the Fed would say.
I mean, they can bring weakness into the market, but not that much that we can break that 149 area. So you can see we've constantly tried to break it, and that previous big bearish wick that you have right there, that was with the Bank of England disappointment. After they completely pulled back on everything optimistic they said, and they said we're still viewing the market as something negative. And even so, we still held. So it's going to have to be a combination of bad things on an international scale. So really, the entire world is going to have to suffer in order for GJ to break that. So something really, really big. Trade deficits become bigger. People start losing jobs internationally, lockdowns internationally. So it's not something really, I don't know, that I see happening. Everything is possible. Again, at the end of the day, I don't know how the market moves, or I don't know what's going to happen, but that's what I imagine. As we've faced already all these negative scenarios at this level, and it's still managed to hold.
Yeah.
Is it really going to take months and months, or maybe consistent weeks of disappointment and negative headlines in order to break this level? Because right now, as we're speaking, negative Brexit headlines are still going on. COVID fears are still being pumped into the market, and yet we're still holding that level.
You know what? I think we're gonna stay here the rest of the year. This is what I think. I'm looking at it right now, and I think this is what I think is gonna looks like it, right? I think it would look like, if we are not gonna visit this, because this would be a really nice liquidity area just to drop for the next year, it would feel like GJ would, I think GJ might break this level here again and bounce from here and stay within this area for the rest of the year. It would feel like that. And bullshit around here.
It's definitely possible. I mean, what I'm like, since you asked that question, what I would be looking for to really say, okay, pound yen is going bearish below that 149. So we got to look at the weekly. We have lots of weekly candles to stand at. So really, my confirmation will be a weekly candle closing below 149. Then even without those fundamental confirmations, I could say, okay, technically we're definitely going down. So those are like kind of my confirmations. You know, just a weekly close below 149. Internationally, the big world economies are going to hell because of COVID or whatever. And yeah, that's kind of really it. It has to be something really, really, really big.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
this became a strong support.
on a technical level, um, if I see this tapping again here, around here, if I see price tapping again around here after this visit here, it would be strange and it would tip my bias towards the drop. I'm just gonna say why, because it's quite simple to see it. Price previous behavior will give you an idea of how price. So this is how I see price. You know, I have my own thing in my head. I see price, I see zones. Price moves in zones, and it's like a neighborhood. You have to act in a certain way when you go to certain neighborhoods, right? You don't behave the same way in every place, and you shouldn't if you want to stay alive in this world. So, I mean, doesn't mean I'm not talking about anything woke here. You know, oh, I should be free anywhere. Yeah. That sounds cool, you know. But
You mean you just got to be adaptive to the situation?
exactly. So I look left. What I do, what I see here is, okay, how is GJ behaving when he's in this neighborhood? I noticed that when he taps into this area, he just bounces and rejects really hard. When he comes again, he taps, he bounces really hard. When he comes here, taps, bounces really hard. Comes here, bounces. Here, bounces. But it takes either one or two weekly taps. One or two. So one, one, two, one, two. I mean, this is two pretty much. You see, one, two, one, two. This is not a tap. This is just the getting out of it. So if we see another tap, this would be the very first time that the price actually, instead of a body closure around, it would be a tap. So that would change the behavior. That would be a different behavior from what we have seen, because when it is a wick, so this area is so strong that on the weekly it always looks like a wick within this area, between here and here. So whatever happens that it visits here again, it would look a lot more like visit here to just like maybe do this, bounce here and drop. So that sounds weird. I mean, I'm just sharing how I see price in my head. You know, it's just a way to see it. So right now we are in a very busy neighborhood, and price loves to stay here. Looks like this area is really a parade area. A lot of things going on. You know, I don't know. A lot of people having fun, whatever. And this is what it looks like. GJ likes this area. So we might, if we don't have a lot of, like we were talking about, if we don't have a big thing going on, it will not have a reason to leave the area. That's what I kind of like can say. In conclusion, this rejection here, this is New York. What time is it? This is 10:15. Whoa, and look at that. Look at that. We just tapped the area. This is where we closed. This is the tap. And that was a great move. So if we reject again today, I would actually expect price to, from here, drive down all the way down to here. That's what I would expect from GJ. Gold. We did not. Well, that's weird. I thought that we draw things here, didn't we? I don't see anything here. I thought we had a drawing here. What's going on?
You want a different layout?
Oh, maybe somebody stole my charts, my drawings. I mean, anyways, we can see it here. Oh, there we go. Don't know what happened, but okay, there we go. So we have the tap again, and we're inside the area. So this is, like we said, this is a bullshit area. We're gonna go to the 1 hour and look at this rejection here, 9:30, and look at this. You know what that means? Usually, this would mean that we have a high probabilities to reject this again and maybe visit this today, between today and tomorrow. This is the FOMC. I'm marking this line here. This would be FOMC. So around this area, we might see the get out of this zone push that people are looking for. And from here, if we break above here by FOMC and we get to here, that would be a perfect sell for me for the rest of the year. That this would be the area that I would be looking for sales. I already said it at the beginning of the stream, so I'm gonna just kind of like picture it again. I would be looking for here and looking for sales here, which is okay. It's really difficult for me to draw with the thing here, but I mean, anyways, sales from this area to here. I just need a rejection of this area here. Any rejection from 1782 is a sell for me, and I think we would be coming down to what level? It was like down there before, below here, 1751. So that is the path that I'm looking towards for the rest of the year. If anything, like if I do anything, it would be that. It would be that. That's the path for me.
Just a little concerned about like all trading things aside. I'm really concerned about the U.S. economy.
The what?
I'm really concerned about the U.S. economy. You know, we as traders, we know all of this, but a lot of people don't, and they suffer because of all of these things. These high inflation rates. Yeah, they don't give a fuck about us. But to me, it's just kind of ridiculous that people can't even buy gifts because prices have jumped up so much because Jerome Powell decided to do so. And I don't know if anyone heard, but they're voting again to raise the debt ceiling, which means, you know, obviously more money supply, more money being printed. Very crazy. And I don't even think that whatever the fuck they're gonna do is really gonna solve it all. I think we're gonna get another taper tantrum, and someone's gonna somehow bail us all out. Like, this is all just trading aside.
Yeah, inflation is the hidden tax, and people are. You know what? I was gonna say people are stupid enough. It's just they're not stupid. It's just ignorance, and it is not even like ignorance because they're ignorant. It's just ignorance because this is not information that everybody has. So it's just exactly. It's just lack of information. You know, it's like Bezel said. It's just they don't know. And I didn't know. Like until I wasn't in this world. Like I didn't know any of this. You know, I just know whatever the news was saying. That's used to be me. So what people don't get is whenever you get free stuff from the government, it is not free. We are paying for it. We are raising the supply of the money. Whenever we raise the supply, we're losing value on it, and then we're paying the increase with the hidden tax, which is inflation. So we already know by now the FOMC, what is it, like 7% almost for the year? Supposedly it is not 7%. We know it is around 14% or something.
Yeah,
Around there.
14.2%.
Yeah. So So now we have, so that what that means is that if you are not, so if you are saving money in the bank, you are losing around 14% a year on that saving. Why? Because what is your bank paying you on the savings? Like 1% a year, 2% a year? Is that it? Something. So
Like the max interest rate I've seen is five. That's even with an investment bank. That's not a commercial bank.
yeah, so let's go to I haven't seen five. I mean, it depends on the country too. But let's say that we're getting
Yeah.
whatever five. So you're losing 10% on savings, which means you should not be saving. Which is sounds ugly. Sounds it doesn't sound good. But it means you should find a place. Obviously, you should have an emergency fund. That should be there. I mean, emergency fund, which is a saving for emergencies. But your money should be in a place where it's growing at least 10% a year, at minimum, and that's just to keep value. That's just to remain where you got it. I mean, 10% a year, just so that you don't go below zero. So that I didn't understand in the past. Like I wasn't paying attention to that. But now, like you go to the market and like right now, there's an increase. If you're gonna pump gas, if you're gonna do anything, I mean, in the United States, it's just amazing how much prices have been going up. It's just quite amazing. So what you would do is you want to invest. You want to either do business or you want to invest in something. If you're gonna invest passively, quote unquote, meaning you don't have any control on what's going on with your money, at least make sure that you understand where you are investing. Make sure you understand who are you placing your money with, what are they doing with your money, and do not over leverage, do not over risk, and do not over leverage. Over risk, do not go if it looks fancy. Do not risk more than you're willing to lose. Actually, for anything, you shouldn't be risking more than you're willing to lose in just one egg, in your eggs in just one basket. And that's a major thing that people are not doing. And they don't care. Whenever they say, okay, we're going to get free money, oh, they think that it is free money. It is not free money. We're going to pay for it. We're actually paying for it. Guys, I'm just looking at GJ, and we took our runner at a nice place. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen later, but it was a nice place to take the runner out. I love it. Um, And then there's the other thing. I noticed today on Raja's stream, somebody on the Gulag just saying, "Oh, why did you lost the how was it? He wasn't like, oh, you lost the swing trade on the monthly, blah blah blah. How is it that you lost?" And people have a false sense that you are supposed to win every single trade, and that comes from the Instagram traders that only sell courses. They make all of their money by selling courses, and they only show the winners. And that is yet another. I mean, that guy was an asshole. I mean, that one, the one that was talking. But the majority of the people are not even assholes. They just think that you're supposed to win every single time because that's what they show you. I'm not. You saw. You know why I know that? Because I thought that it was supposed to be like that. I'm not gonna mention who my quote unquote mentor was, but he would only show winners, and I thought, man, I'm doing something wrong because I only, I lose a lot, and he never loses, and that is a false sense. And then the other thing, he never traded live. Like what we just did today. This what we just did today here. This, you would never see this from a course seller. How can you call those guys? Like, I don't know what to name them.
Influencers.
Influencers of the trading world or whatever. You will never see a live execution ever, ever.
They're just better at marketers. That's what they do. They market things.
Yeah, and then I learned that later. Like by chance of live, I met Raja that was trading live. I wasn't like I was saying, wow, that would be like I honestly I thought that was a myth. I said, wow. I mean, Oh, because then there's I remember like there was two big guys that would kind of give you access to their live trade sessions, but you would have to pay like like $1,000 a month just to be part of the group. And I was like, whoa, that would be awesome just to trade live, you know, see the real thing, how they execute, how they learn. Hey, Rafael, see you tomorrow. Yeah, we're about to end now. 5 minutes, I think I'm done because we're done. We're just talking about anything now. But before we leave, just don't anybody that watches uh, this stream or whatever, you know, just don't fall for the trap of thinking that people um, are not supposed to miss. You know what? Today, this is what I love about Raja, man. He loses. It's okay. We lost together. I mean, I was out there and I opened myself up. Raya didn't even say he was in the trade. I said it first. I said, man, I'm in. Like, you know, I took the gold buy. I don't care if I lose it in public. And I lost it in public with way more people than this stream. I don't care. But you know what? Because you're supposed to lose some of them. It's just a probabilities game. Oh, wow. This thing. Look at this. Look at this. Uh, looks like we're gonna fall now on gold before we leave. Looks like we're gonna fall today to this area, at least here. Oh wow, that's nice. That's gonna be a nice drop if we do. Uh,
I'm sorry, there's some crude oil news, data being released that might have something to do with the sudden volatility in gold. It doesn't affect too much, but they're expecting big difference in numbers. That usually does have a small effect.
yeah, I don't trust. You know why I don't trust the I don't trust this fall because the 15 minute. Oh, the 15 minute looks nice. Okay. Oh wait. It actually looks nice. It's just that it's a strong area, but what is this? Oh, this was the, what is this? This is the opening of the market. This is the market open, liquidity, and yeah, it actually looks nice for a fall. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna trade it because I'm done for the day, but yeah, if I were looking
Check
for it.
that screenshot I sent. You know, I don't like sharing stuff from other people's too much, but that is Jeevan's trading history, and he's I really like him. As you guys know, I joined Capital Hungry, and I've been kind of like following the stuff, and he just says openly, you know, he has about a 50 to 60% win rate, but still he's winning. You know, he says that because he trusts the probability, he trusts the setups, and he just keeps trading. Like he's actually a beast at all of this. This isn't a promo for him, but this is just to show you guys that this is what you can achieve with a 50% win rate. You know, look at how small his losses are, but look at how big his wins are. And he loses about 2,000 on average, and then wins about God knows how much. And this is even a bit of an old screenshot. He's taken more trades recently.
Yeah, the length of the movement is what matters. So, two things matter here. I always have to kind of like clarify that for people when they're trying to learn is that the what is this? Give me 1 second. I don't know what's.
You should really have realistic market expectations. Like you're not gonna win every day. Why did your profile pic change?
Yeah,
What is that?
let me see what's going on here. Yeah, give me 1 second. Cristo, tiene una reunión ahora. Espérate que yo estoy live. Tú me cambiaste el profile y todo en live.
Yeah, Jeevan's really good. Raj is streaming FMC. No, he says it's midnight. genuinely, if you join, he tells you you have to go to the webinars, you have to send them your notes, you have to send him your trading plan. He's gonna kind of guide you on how to create a trading plan as well. And I've seen a lot of people join and get angry because of that, because they don't really want to put in the work. They just want to join the streams and take us call outs. So I'm just going to be completely honest that if you're kind of a lazy person and you know of yourself that you don't like pressure, you like kind of learning as you go, then capital isn't for you. But if you really want to learn, then like you teach us some really solid stuff, like really advanced. Aside from just technicals, fundamentals, he does a lot and a lot and a lot of psychology webinars as well, and that really helps. You know, the first thing here when you join is have realistic market expectations. You're gonna lose a lot your first 1 to 2 years. Probably gonna lose. You're not gonna make a million out of 500. You know, shit that people don't really want to hear, but it's true for trading. And yeah, it's been working out really well. Sadly, I just opened my live account and I'm waiting till the new year to deposit, start trading on that. So, and in the meantime, I have a smaller account running on someone else's name and an algorithm. That's about all I'm doing. But yeah, really, in my experience, 10 out of 10. Yeah, the $110 a month is pretty costly, but I have access to, first of all, I have access to Reuters terminal. You know, I get all headlines from Reuters. I get them. If anyone that isn't aware of what the Reuters terminal is, that's kind of already a steal for me. And then you get, of course, a chat with the really supportive people. You get the mentor that kind of pressures you to do your best. You get a lot of people that they just genuinely want to help you. And to me, 10 out of 10. I think it's like if you really want to take the trading to the next step, this is the way to go, because right now I'm applying capital hungry concepts to other markets that aren't just GJ and gold and shit like that. I'm applying capital hungry concepts to the Dutch stock market because Dutch and liquid, so might as well do it, and that's been working great. Like actually, it's I didn't even fucking expect that, but yeah, correct, please.
Yeah,
I never asked.
a hundred like so value. You know that one thing is the price, another thing is the value.
Yeah.
You have to $110 a month. It is pretty costly if you're paying for it and you're not making the most out of it. If the information is real, and you actually apply, then it's like the books. You will never get more value out of an investment than when you buy a book, because a book usually is like what, $20, and maybe you get the all the teachings from a billionaire. For example, I got all the billionaires books almost. I got the Elon Musk book, the Sam Walton's book. I learned so much from each one of them, and they're so cheap. You literally get in the lifetime learnings of a really successful mind for nothing, for what you would spend like on a dinner. So what you have to really ask yourself, and this is not for you to go ahead and pay for anything that anybody's selling you. You do your betting process. You investigate really well before you do that. Obviously, it is your hard-earned money. You want to make the most out of it. Um, what you should be really, just after you bet somebody and you understand and you feel like you're gonna learn something, look, like even once, like even like for example, if it is for not, like right now, look, I'm talking about a, you see capital hungry,
Hungry.
he's got like a monthly fee. If if you feel like, oh, that's a lot, why don't you can actually check it out, and then you can cancel. And if you didn't make the most out of it, you feel like, but you go full throttle, like you can actually, it's not such a big amount that you're gonna, I don't know everybody's situation, but I come from a poor country, so I can safely say $100 should not waste your whole life. So it shouldn't screw your whole finances. So you actually have space to test the waters and see, you know what, I liked it, I didn't like it. I say that because I already said this like 1,000 times. I come from four different academies. The cheapest one was $700. That was the cheapest one. Imagine how I felt when I ended, like like at the same place I kind of like started. Like all of them kind of gave me just, the same. I don't know. It gave me like they all gave me like the same thing that you're gonna get from anywhere. Um, I literally had to create my like I have a Spanish academy. I created that out of frustration to help my friends, literally, not to make money. Like that's why I don't even advertise it, for example. But I what I did was I poured into it absolutely everything that I know I can pour into it, so that if I'm not there, they can still trade and become profitable. Like I even the so this is just me making an example. I don't care if you buy. Like I don't need it to leave. That's a good thing. So that's why I feel like Raja and I need real trader. Like they really don't need to sell anything, any of their courses just to make money. Obviously, I have to sustain the platform. I have to pay for the hosting, the platform for the courses, and all of that. But my point is, just make sure that you apply absolutely everything that you learn, and then you're gonna get your value out of it. Sometimes you're gonna miss. Sometimes you're gonna buy something from somebody and it's gonna be BS. Sometimes, actually, let's be real, most of the time. But still, you keep looking for it. You just keep trying. You just keep until you get it, because that's literally what happened to me. If I would have given up, then I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be living my life, the life that I wanted, But I kept looking for a better, I kept looking for it, and I knew I was gonna find it. And if I can tell you that I found out about Raja in the weirdest situation I can think of, because it was like a group of a friend that they wanted to talk about trading. The group literally lasted for a month, and somebody in the group mentioned wick fills, and that according to Raja, was like, who's Raja? What, like, even that name? What name is that? Like Raja, it's a weird name for me, because I'm not used to like none of that. Like I'm a Latino, right? So just out of curiosity, anywhere, any place that somebody mentioned anybody, I would investigate. And that's how I found Raja, for example. And that's for scalping. Raja helped me a lot about scalping. I was already a swing trading my way out of, poverty, let's say. Not poverty, but at least brought a lot of issues, a lot of debt. So, I wasn't, wait, Joel is a future billionaire. Amen to that, brother. Let's see what's going to happen.
Joel, after you're done, I'd like to just show some of the capital entry stuff, since some people in here are curious.
For
Just
sure, for
you know,
sure. I mean, if it doesn't, yeah, if it doesn't do anything, Sander owns a bank. Since day one, I've been combining trading methods, so I don't know how to answer. It would see, motherfucker. Oh, I'm sorry. Market fluidity, a beginner level, and CH as an intermediate. A beginner. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, because he goes deeper. I was skeptical of trading courses, right? Yeah, course I bought because of the type of man he is. Yeah, for sure. So value. Look, I paid. I said this many times. I paid market fluidity just out of gratitude. I already had all the information I needed from him because he gave it away. I told him, like, we talked a lot last year, Raja and I, and I told him, listen, man, just because of what you're doing, I'm gonna just pay for it. Like, I don't need it. I'm just gonna pay for it because of literally just gratitude, just being grateful. Gold is gonna drop. We're not gonna get this. I think we're just gonna get this. Um, Look at this. This is the drop we're talking about. So the visit to this level. So my point is, when I was so frustrated that I had to create my own thing, so that I literally to point out to my friends whenever they wanted to learn, listen, just get the thing that I created, and just go for it. And I vouch for it. Like, I already have a millionaire student, a millionaire in my country. It's let's say a six-figure trader in U.S. Five-figure trader, five-figure trader. So my point is, just look for somebody that is willing to show you how they doing it for real, not somebody that is selling the course and they only show when they win, and they show a big. You know why? Because even demo accounts, I could do that. I know how to get a lot of people to buy any course. I can rent a Lambo. Here we go. We're coming down. I can rent a Lambo, I can get a demo account, and I can just upload wins. People don't even know when you're posting, and you don't see it on the cell phone. You don't see if it's a demo or not. So you can literally trade demos and get big wins, and only show like a day of a big win, and you get like $100,000 account on demo. All of those tricks, I know them. That's stupid. That's just, look at this. It's beautiful. This is the cell that we were saying, like the closure here, and after this actually makes sense. It's nice drop. It's just that this area is a little bit tricky, but then you got the push. And anybody that is not willing to trade live, to me, is not a real trader. Period. I mean, at least not if they're selling courses. That's the thing that I should say. Not that if you're not trading live, you're not a real trader. If you are supposedly helping people and you don't trade live, you're not. To me, you shouldn't be selling courses. That's how I see it. I mean, that's my personal view. I'm not saying anything else, for anybody else. I'm just saying what I feel, how I feel about the markets. And one thing that I wanted to show about the RR, before I forget, is this. There is I created actually a lesson about it. I think it is here. Where is it? I think it is here. Yeah. One revision RR. Wait, it was, I think it was chapter 2. Chapter 2, risk management, was it? Oh shit, where is it? Tools. Let me show you this. I thought this was the one. Oh, there we go. I got it here. So I created this. This is for this is like a tool for people to understand. If you use 2 to 1 always. So this is why I say people, the guy wins 90% of the. Yeah, you can win 90% of the time and still be losing, and you can actually win only 10% of the time and be profitable. The reason why is because what really matters is not just the RR, but the combination of RR and this is what. So let me put it this way. I think it's gonna be simpler. Efficiency and efficacy is not the same. Okay, in engineering, efficiency in trading is the RR number. Efficacy is this number. Does that make sense? You can have a high efficacy. You can be a 66% trader, but you can be not efficient. So if you're not both combined, they have like what we call equilibrium. It's a formula, and you have to. There has to be an equilibrium. So when you have an RR of 2 to 1, you can literally lose 66% of the time, more than that, and still be at equilibrium, meaning you're breaking even. If you got a 1 to 1 R, you can lose 50% of the time. Makes sense, right? If you do a 1 to 2, you can add that's 0.5. You actually have to win 66% of the time to be at 0. That's to be break even. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, Your R, so let me make it graphic so that we can understand. So for you to, if you use a, look at this ratio, you look at this ratio. So if you do this, you can have somebody with a, look at this. You see this? 0.5. Let me move this anywhere that makes sense. Let's say this. You can have people doing this, winning this. You see this? So you have somebody winning this. You would have to win more than, look at this, more than 66% of the time to be a break even. Only to be a break even. So if you're doing this, you would have to win more than 66 just to be out of break even. If you do this, you only need 33% of the time. Look at this. If you do this all the time, so this is 2R, this is 2R. If you, all your wins are 2R, like this, if all of your wins look like this, you literally only need to win 34% of the time and you're profitable. Okay? So that's why if somebody tells you, oh, this guy wins 90% of the 60% of the time, he just gave you half of the formula. He didn't give you all of it. You need to ask, is he profitable? Is the only question that matters. If he is profitable, what percentage is he averaging a month? As an investor, that's all I care about. I don't care if he's 60% of the time right, 50% of the time right. The only thing I care is he profitable? How much is he making a month if I want to invest in him, quote unquote? I mean, if I was an investor. That's the only thing that matters. Because as I already showed you, the formula needs two things to be right for you to be profitable. Okay? So I just wanted to share this because people are confused. They think that when somebody wins 60% of the time, Raja, I think is 60% of the time. You look at Raja, he's 60% of the time right. I think it is. He shared that or something like that. Look at how much money he's making. You know why? Because when he leaves, when he closes, he's not even using one-to-one. Like people think he's using one. He's not using one-to-one. He's using like 2-to-1 and stuff. You know why? Because he closed the losers so early that they're actually behaving like a 2-to-1. I don't know if I make sense, but when he draws something, he draws like a 1-to-1. That's typically what he's drawing. Okay, but you know what he's doing? So he's a master on this. I haven't found anybody like him on this. He's a master at closing early, like nobody else, like nobody that I know of. So the moment he sees something moving against him, he just gets out of it. Bloop. And suddenly he closes like here, it's a 3-to-1. But if that same one would have run through the whole thing, then it becomes, a winner. So my point is, when he decided to risk this at the beginning, for example, any trade, let's say here, let's say he was risking 1%. You know what he ends up doing? Usually he closes like around here. What is this? This is not half of a percent. This is like 0.3%, something like that. So he does a lot of these. So when you look at his chart and his history, you're gonna notice, and he said it, he showed it many times. He does that every time. Oh, I'm at 60%. Yeah, he's at 60%, but the efficiency is really high. Efficacy is also high. So he's got both. That's why you have a millionaire. He's a millionaire on trading. Why? Because he's got both going on. So I hope this helps somebody, understand that you don't care about. I hope that was clear enough. So I hope, maybe somebody. Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, obviously Bessel knows that already, but Gunslim, yeah, nice, man. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure that this was like for the record something that people understand. Okay, I'm done with this. I think Sandra wanted to show something before we leave.
Yeah, I just wanted to show some of the capital hungry stuff.
You want to share your screen, right?
Yeah.
You got the thing now. Like,
So people can
like uh, like Biden. Let's see the thing.
Yeah, you guys should be able to see my keyboard right now.
No, let me go ahead. Do it. Oh, there we
You
go.
guys see it?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so first of all, I'm not going to go through any of these videos because, of course, if you want to have access to them, you got to pay them. So I'm just going to give one thing. Just show you guys the insides. I'm not going to give you the actual information or anything. But these are the educational webinars. You know, just read some of these and you're going to see why cheese is still good. I mean, if it does shitty sales, it does shitty. It does the key levels or psychology, especially. These are the ones that help the most. Educational webinars,
Yeah,
If it would,
I have a take on that. I'm sorry that just really quick.
that's fine.
Yeah, so I have a take on that. There's no course better than other if they're both profitable and they know how to teach. So that's my theory. You're gonna have somebody like uh, like Raja, and is a like so this is my point. Just look at results, and that's it. Like he doesn't have to go this deep and look at how profitable he is. That means
Exactly.
that he's just a purely technical, like me. I'm a purely technical guy. And you can be profitable by being purely technical. The same way you can be purely profitable by being fundamental. The same way you can be a hybrid, like Capital Hungry. He's a hybrid. And the thing that you have to ask yourself is, how does that style matches your personality? And that's the most important question when you're kind of like choosing what you're about to do so that it becomes sustainable, because you need to be you need to be you have to adapt to what you like. I noticed Sander loves fundamentals, so he was drawn to Capital Hungry. I love technicals because I'm okay. How can I say that? Maybe I'm lazy. I don't know, but I just I obviously I understand like the overviews on 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 news and stuff like that. But you don't need all of that. So this is the most important thing maybe. You don't need to know all of this because I know that somebody is looking at this, and this is a lot of work. This is a lot of
Yeah.
discipline. This is just like crazy discipline. Like not even myself, I feel like I could pull it off. Maybe yes, but when I when I was learning, but my point is not everybody's gonna be like this. So don't get scared about all of this. If you like fundamentals, you love fundamentals. This this is a really nice way to go. Now, if you don't just want to go purely technical, look, I mean, Raj is the man, and like I do, I'm much more practical teaching, for example, on my end. For just to give you an example, I literally kind of teach people that you should choose your stuff based on your personality. Literally, I literally created a part of the thing where you learning to choose based on your personality, and you should that's what you should be asking yourself. How are you somebody that gets um, do you get desperate too quick? If you're a desperate guy, you should be trading scalping. You should be scalping. You should be looking for it. You're you have more patience. You like more stuff like long term. You should be looking for swings, day trade setups, and like that. You kind of like start looking for them, and but there's no. My point is there's no one answer to fit them all. It's just depending on what you want to do. You know, that's what it should be. I mean, okay, Sander has a question here. Same scalper at heart, but fundamentals have been more and more interesting lately. Yeah, and yeah, sure, no problem. Sander, your training plan. Okay.
Yeah. If you guys want my trading plan, just message me personally on Slack. My name is just Sanders, so you're gonna find it easily, and I'll send it to you because I don't really want to drop it in the middle of the chat. But yeah, like Joel said, trading, it doesn't have to be complex, and that's why I really like Raja, because he simplified something so damn difficult. Like, technical analysis is easy, but the way he makes it look so easy. I'm sure everyone's had that thought when seeing Raja trade, like, oh damn, he does it so easy, so it must be easy. That was my first mistake when I joined market fluidity. I had that thought as going to be super simple. But that's what I like about market fluidity. Raja really simplified everything, and you could call it lazy, but this market fluidity course wasn't small at all. If you really genuinely went through all of them as well. So it's all based off of what you like. You don't have to scalp pound yen because Raja does so. You don't have to take swing trades on gold because Raja does so. We got people trading US 30 on the 1 minute, 5 minute. Some people traded 3 minute with trend lines, Fibonacci's. It's literally all about what works for you. And here, my kind of trading plan, you can see that right now as well. Some questions that are kind of personal. How is your day-to-day emotional control? How much time per day do you need to dedicate to the markets? What trading style are you choosing? Depending on everything that you said. So, it's really personal. And I think people mistake that often. It's never about what the market is doing. It's always about how can you fit trading into your personal life. Oh yeah, the TED videos are fucking gold. I wish he made like way more of them. I could probably sit around just listen to them day in day out. More TED talks, yeah. But yeah, this is just kind of real quick what Capital Hungry likes to offer. Let me see if I can take a pic of my what's it called, my Telegram here to show you guys some Telegram chats. You got the newsroom, you got the virtual trade room, the banter chat where it's just general everything. You got the main feed where he gives updates on everything. Everything kind of really capital hungry related. Like he just announced that he's going to be pausing the subscription payment for the end of December, as there's no reason to really make us pay, which I thought was really nice of him. You got the crypto newsroom if you're into that. This is just my journal and my message with Jeevan himself. So for all of this, all of these, you get, for $110 a month, you get access to these. And I'm going to be completely honest, Jeevan makes way more than just 10% a month. Like, I don't know what the fuck he banks, but he banks a lot. And these guys are capital hungry. To them, a 40-30% month is normal. They don't even bother calculating that. And it sounds crazy, I know, but it goes really detailed into risk reward, what's good for you, and all of that. So that's why I say it's a next level for trading. But is it necessary? Definitely not. This was all a choice. I was profitable with the market fluidity concepts. I'm sure you guys remember how I was trading US 30, all that was working fine. There was really no reason to stop, but I told myself I want to go further in the foreign exchange markets. I don't only want to stay here. I want to really know why literally everything is happening. So as Joel says, he describes it as lazy. I describe it as, just a simple way of doing it.
No,
And
I'm lazy.
oh, well, he's lazy, but
I mean, on the
but
trading side of going deep into fundamentals, I just read enough so that I be informed, but not not so much deep.
yeah, yeah. Like I write like Bibles and text on each other, just kind of get reminders and all of that. So none of that is really necessary. My point is, do what works best for you. And another reason, since not too many people in here, I don't really mind showing it, but I couldn't continue streaming. I have the time in my day, yes, but why would I stream when I'm paying $110 a month for a mentor and I can't even join the sessions properly? And that sucked a lot because I kind of did enjoy the streams, but it's a choice. It's what's best for me. Personally, I made back the 500 from Raja, and I'm looking to do the same with Jeevan. I definitely think that's possible. Even with a count of 1,000, 2,000, easily possible. So I told myself I'm going to be paying for this and taking it out of my balance. I'm going to have to use it as efficient as possible. I'm going to maximize my opportunities in capital hungry. So yeah, that was necessary. It's a bummer, but that's just how I see it. It's all about me. Not that the world revolves around me, but my choices will impact my life. I don't think it was necessary to kind of keep forcing streams when I got better stuff to do. But that's just my take on everything. So do what's best for you.
Yeah,
And
you even made even from me like on the on the other stuff.
actually, Joel, you've helped me a lot.
No, I'm talking about the high frequency.
Oh,
Like even
yeah,
on
yeah.
that one. By the way, the people that were messaging me on private, yeah, I will record the English version. I'm sorry, I was traveling, so I couldn't kind of do the video on like in English, explaining the whole thing. But okay, so I think this was a good day. We actually won at the very beginning of the whole thing, so the rest have been kind of like educational. I will be. Oh, you're gonna be. Oh, you already shared this. Um, what I will do is also based on the conversation today, I might share. Yeah, I'm gonna create a video for free, which is part of my training thing.
I'm
Uh,
showing this a visa, by the way. So just saying that.
oh, you
So
mean
it's
the
on
high
visa.
frequency?
Yeah. This it's been going really well. Uh, my deposit isn't 20,000; it's 16,000. But when I deposit it, they kind of have a system where you can't deposit throughout the week. You can only deposit on weekends. So that's why these are like that's why it says this. But
Oh yeah.
it's been running pretty well. I don't want to go too much into details about this because Joel is just ending off. But this week 16K, something like this, just off of doing absolutely fucking nothing. So it's been going fine. 80-70% win rate, as you can see. It's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. The most important part about all of that is the risk management they have. I mean that was
Yeah.
the selling point for me. That was I
Mm-hmm.
bought on certainty. I bought on manage my money and make any profit but manage it well. I I'm not gonna publicly say where I have been investing to, but I have invested in people that everybody knows here as traders that you all respect. Um, that if I mention the name, you're not gonna believe it. I place a good amount with certain mentors of us, and I all I can say is nobody beats at this moment that high frequency trading setup on risk
Yep.
management. Nobody, not even our mentors. Not talking about Raja, but my point is, it's that was a strong selling point for me. Like I don't like they don't lose your money. That's so important.
Definitely.
Like even if they made a 5% gain a month and they don't lose your money, you solve the issue that we posted at the beginning about inflation right away within 2 months.
Yep.
So
Uh,
yeah,
Wait, let me see if I can pull this up and show you guys because I have the MyFX stats. So I know some people are, big on that. But yeah, that was my selling point as well. They have good risk management. They turn everything off when there's news, so you automatically get saved.
the
Let's see.
CEO is always updating for anything. You know.
Oh yeah, you got the Telegram off, constantly being active as well. So here's the MyFX page of it. It should be like kind of including everything as you can see here.
I
Pretty
haven't
much
done that.
everything.
How did you connect it?
You just
It's been so
scroll
long
down.
since I have like FX book. I used it like 3 years ago or something.
You've got to do like MyFX book MP5 download, and then you get an EA that you download.
Yeah, because now they use the EA for the
Yeah,
five. Yeah. Makes sense.
but this just gives you guys an insight on all the statistics. It's only 7 people in here, so I don't mind sharing it. I'm sure you guys have all heard me or Joel talking about it. At some point, we talked about it like 2 times, I think. But consistent growth, even in failing markets, and that was kind of my selling point, as well as the risk management.
Yeah.
Because as a human, I can't beat this.
No.
So I was like, I gotta have it, even if it's 10%.
Look at that
Even if I get
drawdown.
30% once. Yeah. Where's that?
No, look at
This.
it here. Point 0.5.
Oh yeah.
That's
I don't
crazy.
lose it much, like at all. Like this is the biggest drawdown I've had. 0.57%. Not even 1%. And before you think, no, you can't copy this on the FTMO, it doesn't work like that. That'd be fucking ideal, but sadly it doesn't. But you just get here, get insight. Don't focus too much on the money. Focus on the real things. Like this month, 6%. How did I make 6%? By doing nothing, just waking up. And that was really my selling point: the good risk management, consistent growth, and even if the market crashes or if it's choppy, it still makes money. I don't know how the fuck it does it, but it just does. And I could go into a lot of details about how it works. I've done some research before I actually purchased it. It's called arbitrage. Joel explained it as well. So even if the market drops, falls, anything, your money is safe. It's not positions being held overnight. All my trades, we're gonna, yeah, right here, history. Look at the durations right here: 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 9 seconds. Since day one, it's been kind of like that. Oh, I can't go back that far. So yeah, definitely nice.
Yeah, that's a
I
computer.
don't, I don't like I don't like promoting other products too much, but the site itself is fxwinning.pro. Let me see. I hope it doesn't log in to show all my info. Okay, no, it doesn't. So this is a site, and this is the this is
And
the side of the algorithm where you purchase it and you have to connect everything, and this is the side of the brokerage that they use. So these two go hand in hand. And if I'm not mistaken, one person owns the turbo and the brokerage, or they work hand in hand. It's a long process, but uh, it's a good system. And I really think you guys should look into more stuff like this. I'm not saying this specifically. I'm saying go for one, something that can give you money by not doing anything, and it beats inflation. Just like this, I already beat the inflation in my country. 7%, 8%. In the Netherlands, you know how much I get at a bank for holding 100,000? I get negative. I gotta pay the bank to hold my money. Like, what type of stupid shit is that? And so yeah, just really invest in yourself because it's getting crazy out here. I paid FTMO once. We got two free repeats because it was profitable, but not the overall 15% we wanted. Barely 0.5 per drawdown. It's crazy. Yeah, it really is crazy. It's computers, and 92% of the forex market is traded like this. You're not gonna, this is the type of shit that causes both to flip, to react aggressively and stuff like that. Let me see if I can show you guys my chart itself actually in gold. Here I have my trade history on. How do I turn it on? And you can see right here. As you can see, live account. I'm not really fucking around, dicking around, because I don't like doing that. But this is how the trades were taken. Go down to the 1 minute. It's something that we won't be able to understand. But look at this in Wix, in Wix, in Wix. I can go right here on. I see it traded Euro USD and GBP USD a lot today. I don't have that up here. Oh yeah, GBP USD. Kind of look at stuff like that. So really invest in yourself. I mean it. And if you guys want more details, I'd be kind of glad to share this. But the process of setting it up was kind of a pain in the ass for me, as I'm really skeptical about everything. And the first time I saw it is, Joel, I love you and all, but I thought like, damn, this has to be a scam. Like it's too good to be true.
yeah,
Like that's the first thing that popped up in my head. A forex bot that actually works. And it doesn't. It's no scam. It's a legitimate broker. And I was like, this is a good scam. That's what I thought. I did my research. I tested it for what, $600 when when I opened it up. As you can see here, this is 600, and immediately liked it, dropped a little on it, kept depositing. I can only deposit 5K at a time due to some country restrictions. Or actually, I'm kind of paying on my credit card.
yeah. I'm gonna create the video that I promised in English, explain the whole process for as a tool for anybody. The see, yeah, Afro, bro, Afro. What's your name? I mean, if you care, is it Rusov? So yeah, the site in Spanish because the creators of the algorithm. Oh, it is Joel. Oh, there you go. Okay, I think I'm gonna remember that one. So the creators, they're from Spain. The creators of the bot of the algorithm, I know them for a while. I've been knowing them since 2011. One of the owners. Um, and I visited all of that. So I'm gonna create a video in English and explain the whole process how to do this with them. So The only thing that I will always repeat to everybody, which I did to Sander, if you guys are gonna go for it, is never, ever, ever invest more than you're willing to lose. Not because they're obviously they're not bad. I will celebrate my 1 year with them very soon. Now at the beginning of next year, and I already seen over blah 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 2 years of history already with them with my another friend of mine. My point with this is always always be responsible with your money. It doesn't matter how good it looks like, right? That's the only thing that I'm gonna say. For anything else, not only this, but anything else that you put your money outside of your pockets to somebody else to manage it for you, always make sure you're not like everything on it. So that's the only thing. The only thing.
Never, never did.
I even have a strategy that I teach everybody that I have referred here because I did refer quite a few friends of mine because of I understand that this is a good opportunity that I will give to each one of you that want to be part of this in private because I already have a strategy that I share with everybody, Sandra, everybody, how to like what to expect and what I'm about to do and how to kind of manage this one particularly. Takes a few months, but if you do it the way I do it, it's a zero risk after 9 months. Zero risk strategy. I mean, it's not a complicated
Oh,
one.
I fucked up this one. One of those things you sent me, like keep track of
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah. It's in Spanish. Actually, did I create like I think I created one in English, didn't I?
I don't know. You sent me one in Spanish. That's all I know.
I think I created one in English already. I'm gonna check it out and send it to you in English for you.
Yeah, but yeah, this, the first thing that kind of sold me as well is the fact that this has to go via contract. You have to sign a contract and actually sell it and send it to them. And you guys can kind of go through it. It's a standard power of attorney contract. If you ever had someone invest for you, it's very common. But it's not no unofficial pay 500, get access to the bot, throw it on any brokerage type of shit. These guys own the entire brokerage, and that's for a reason too. Is because arbitrage works based off of volume and market orders that computers process. Shit that we can't see with our own eyes. If I go open it right here, if it wants to open, and I press what's that button again? This, no, as the one that shows all the things going up and down, and it looked like real cool. Forgot the name of it. You guys know what I mean, right? Line chart
No, up
indicators.
and down. That sounds like Fauci.
I'm talking about like market orders.
What's being
This,
approved up and down the chain?
yeah, I can't really find it, but it looks at market orders, stuff that we don't genuinely. Yeah, depth of market. Here it is. This is what the computer is looking at, not this exactly, but these numbers, and it's looking at the difference, and that's where your profit kind of comes from. That's why the trades only take like a few seconds, because the bot or whatever it is you're trading works based off of this market difference, the spread difference. It has a liquidity pool. It's really complex. I'm not a quantitative engineer. I don't have a degree in quantum or physics, none of that, so I have no idea how the fuck it actually works. But this is, to kind of dumb it down for you guys. So, really good system. If you guys have any more like these involving anything, really, it doesn't have to be the same exact type of thing. Send it to me. I'll be happy to take a look at it because I'm really interested in stuff like this. The reason being is because humans can only do so much, and that's my way of looking at it. Right? I don't think I'll ever be able to beat the bot. I'll continue trading, but I won't be able to beat this. There's just no way that it's consistent. Whenever I lose, it wins. Whenever I win, it wins. Whenever I have break even, it wins. So, yeah, that's how I kind of look at it. Of course, the 10% a month, some might think, wow, that's not a lot, but that's very reasonable for doing fuck all. Being realistic, you're just paying the money and you're disappearing, coming back to grab your money. So that's how I look at it.
Yeah, if you don't think that 10% a month is not a lot, is not a lot, just think about the fact that within 1 year you will have 200% profits if you compound 10% a month.
That's minimum because it can also go up to 300%. Yours is already on the road to 300%, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, actually, no, it's on its way to 100 and what is this? 100% actually, 100%. Because I have 8 months. I have I mean 8 months with the other amount, and I also withdrew a lot of money recently. Like, there's no issue withdrawing anything and putting money back
Yeah,
in.
that's something I still have to test out, and I bugged you a lot about this, but yeah, he withdraw. I can't tell you guys how withdrawals work yet. I just got the money in it, and that's about it. But Joel, I know, took out a large sum of what was made, like of the profit, and it worked well for him.
Yeah, everybody that I brought that already took taken out. So with that, I'm gonna end it here. Actually,
Yeah.
anybody that wants information on the thing, I'm gonna create a you call that. I'm gonna create the what is this? Oh,
Instructions.
yeah, this the whole detailed instructions on how to join the system in case you want to do it. So, okay, it was a great day. Way longer than needed if you were just for here for trading and scalping live. But as always, it was cool. It was educational, I think, for many, and hopefully, it's gonna help more people in the future. And yeah, and we have a winner. I mean, I think Bessel and many others took the winning trade from this morning. So we also left the stream with a winner. So let's see if we're not gonna continue maybe streaming for the rest of the year. Maybe tomorrow I might stream a little bit. I don't know. But keep in mind that always take December if possible just to back test and polish your stuff so that in January you come with even more strength. So thank you, Bessel, for being here, Sander, and everybody, and I'll see you all, the next stream, maybe tomorrow. I don't know.